we back with another video. Today we got y'all boys with the best big man builds in NBA 2K23. Now, over this next course of season, y'all gonna start to see my last couple of 2K vids coming out. Now, I will be trying to give y'all the best of the best for everything when it comes to anything revolving 2K. I'm gonna try to do my last ranking videos for anything. I'm gonna try to do everything. So, put in the comments down below some tier lists or any ideas that y'all want me to rank according to 2K for this year. It can be parks all the time. It can be anything. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, today we're going to be going over the best big man. That's going to be going over it no matter if it's a stretch. It can be an inside. It doesn't matter what height. We're going to be going over everything big man oriented in this video. If you guys want more videos like this, just make sure to show support by liking the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Without further ado, let's hop into it. Let's go! Alright, man. So I've been streaming pretty consistently. We're going live every day, consistent hours, doing all different types of content, not just 2K. Now, if you messing with that, YaboiFitz on Twitch, your YaboiFitz on Kick with 3 Z's. I guess I'm just not like that. I couldn't get the regular name. But yeah, if you do want to show some support for your boy, I would appreciate it. It's really just that simple. Links in the description.
You will get caught.
Alright, so let's hop into it. Like I said, this is going to be pretty much the only build I'm making specifically for this video. The other two I already had made. They were for the best build video, so I'm going to just keep that how it was. But let's show you guys. We're going to give y'all two. We're going to give y'all the inside and the outside. Depending on what you want to be, it doesn't really matter. You can make that whatever you want, but I'm going to give y'all the best two options to make this build, whether it's the inside or outside. So we're going to be the center position. Handle number is really up to you. When it comes to the height, you're going to be 7'1", 237, and 7'8" wingspan. Those are just going to be all perfect. One thing I would change on the shootings for the other ones is probably not go 83, go 82, because there's no point in really going 83 on a big man with shooting if you're not going to be able to dribble on it. So I would probably say you may go like one up higher on wingspan so you can have that 82 3 ball, 237. But unless you make a 6'9" like I did, so I can be able to have my jump shot. But besides that, you will probably want to go a higher wingspan on the 6'11". I'm gonna show you guys. But yeah, body type is really up to you. You couldn't get Burley, so I went built. Now you're gonna end up with 16, 16, 10, and 27. So for the 27, no matter if it's an inside or outside, you're gonna see my builds with pretty much a 90 interior defense, 93 block, and a 93 defensive rebound. That's gonna be pretty important to have. Goal anchor, goal pogo stick, goal rebound chaser, and you got that gold brick wall based off the 86 strength, which is pretty much gonna be consistent on all the builds as well. So all that stuff is gonna be consistent no matter what. Now, other thing that's gonna be consistent is the perimeter defense and steal. Those are gonna be max every single time. Very important for me. The reason why this does come in this low on the list, I guess you could say, is because the perimeter defense and steal, they just, in my opinion, it's just too low. But when it comes to the speed, we are gonna max that on all the builds, and on vertical we're gonna probably try to max that out or get it to a 90 on every single build on this list. So yeah, those are gonna be the pretty much consistencies of the builds. Now, finishing wise, I tried to get as much as possible because it is a shooting, but to be able to pick and roll as well as pick and pop is what really takes this build to a whole nother level. Is because when it comes to being able to play off the ball, when it comes to being able to play off of screens and stuff like that, this build is really good. You can pick and roll. You have an 84 driving dunk, so you can be able to have the contact dunks, and you're gonna be able to do standing dunks really at a high rate with an 85 standing dunk, where if you would have went 90, you could have had goal rise up. It was just tough to have that and everything else on the screen, so I didn't force it. And like I said, on the other builds that you guys will see, close shot is not the utmost importance for me, but I did put it to a 75 for people that want that. And then layup, I usually go a little higher, but I wasn't getting more badges, and that's the really only reason I ever raised driving layup on my big man builds, because it's not really no layup package that you're really going for unless you have an 88 layup. This build would not even be able to get that regardless. So I just kept it at a 64. It was just that simple. So shooting wise, you go end up with an 82 3-pointer. Like I said, I usually go 83, but it was no point because we don't really care about aging threes on a big man build that can't really dribble. Now, if you want to fade, yeah, that's important, but you're still gonna be able to have that at bronze. So if you want to put that on for the fades and stuff like that, by all means do that. But yeah, you're gonna be able to have on aging threes. You're gonna be able to have pretty much all these other badges. The main badge why we put it to 82 is really Deadeye and Catch and Shoot, and those are both tier 3 badges. So yeah, very important badges. You also get limited range bronze. I guess you could see the argument of going 85 3, so you can have that silver, but all in all, it's not that big of a deal. 76 pass accuracy is going to be very consistent across the builds as well, because you want to be able to have needle threader and break starter, and then we have 50 ball handle to be able to have vice grip. So all that stuff is really consistent. And then perimeter defense, like I said, just really low. We already went over the interior defense, block and rebound. Offensive rebound for the shooting bigs, you're really gonna get consistent with this, or understand that if it's a shooting big, the offensive rebound is gonna be lower. It's gonna be far lower than it would be on the inside. But we do want to put that up just in case we do be in a situation to put that up, or be in a situation to go for an offensive rebound, you know, because we are going to be picking and rolling. So it's just that simple. Takes wise, you're going to end up with sharp, rim, glass. Honestly, I would probably go with stuff blocks no matter what build is, like if it's an inside or outside. But for this one, I did go stuff blocks primary and then limitless range secondary. You probably should go limitless range secondary and then go stuff blocks secondary. That would probably make more sense for you. I probably go stuff blocks first because I just like going for blocks, especially on these big man builds. Very easy to get blocks on big man builds in my experience. So yeah, Jackson, Brook Lopez, and Miles Turner. The build comes out as a two-way inside-out scorer. So that's the build coming out number 3. Let's show you guys the inside version of it. And all right, for the inside big, we on our rare build account, and it's going to be at the center position. Hand number is really going to be consistent every single build. Doesn't really matter. For me, it does, because it does change, like, pretty much the hand changes, like how you got to do dunks and stuff like that, so I don't really want that to change. Now, for the 7'1", 243, 7'11" wings, 7'11" wingspan. It sounded like I said it wrong, but I said it right. Body type is really up to you, but I went build. Now, for these big ones, when it comes to being an inside, I feel like you need a little bit more creation, whether it's helping you create for yourself or create for others. Now, in my opinion, when it comes to making a shooting, you're going to be really more of a pick and roll, pick and pop. You're going to have a lot of versatility as a role player, but when it comes to creating for yourself, it's just going to be kind of tough. You need people to create for you. When it comes for inside, you can have people create for you, but it's really only for like pick and rolling or cutting or slipping and stuff like that. When it comes to pretty much everything else, you're going to have to create for yourself. Now, when it comes to going for a 7'1", 7 foot, 7'3", 7'2", no matter what, if it's 7 foot and above, I feel like you should go for more post control. If you're going 6'11", 6'10", 6'9", or even 6'8", you should go for more ball handle and speed of ball. That's kind of how I do about my big man builds when it comes to making inside. So, since this is a 7 foot plus build, I ended up going for 87 post control. With the 87 post control, that's going to allow you to have pretty much every post scoring badge Hall of Fame. Back down punisher, drop stepper, dream shake, and post spin technician, all Hall of Fame. Then when it comes to the standing up, that's going to be gold or 90. So that's going to get you gold rise up, which is going to be very important. You're going to be able to have the contact dunks on this build as well. You have an 86 driving dunk. That's going to allow you to have limitless takeoff gold as well. That's going to allow you to have slithery silver as well, with silver posterizer as well, with a 70 layup and a 75 close shot. Maybe you want a higher close shot because you are going to have a post control, but I'm going to be honest. My experience, the standing dunk rating is very, very overpowered. I don't feel like you're going to have a need to put that any higher. Now, when it comes to the pass accuracy, like I said, that's going to be consistent. Don't put our ball handle up on this one because of the fact that you got the post control up, so that's going to be getting you badges like vice grip, quick first step, post playmaker, unpluckable. All that type of stuff is really because of post control. Now, if you want to get extra badges for maybe like these tier 3 badges, then you would have to put up your ball handle, your speed of ball, your pass accuracy. But just kind of is what it is. Now, free throw, we put that up just for people that want to play 5v5. That's really on you. Now, like I said, interior defense, perimeter defense, interior defense, block, and defensive rebound, those will all be pretty much constants. The only thing that may change is that defensive rebound may go to 99 on the insides. The offensive rebound is going to be as high as possible. But perimeter defense and steal, those are going to be maxed out every single time. Our speed is going to be maxed out every single time. Our strength is going to be at 86 every single time. And our vertical is going to be as high as possible, unless it's a 90 overall as possible. So yeah, stamina is going to be 90 as well. And yeah. So, all in all, defensively, crazy. 90 interior defense, max perimeter defense, max steal, auto. 93 block. That's going to allow you to have badges like chase down gold, or not gold, Hall of Fame, and gold anchor. We're having 90 offensive rebound to help you get a lot more offensive rebounds. It's just a lot more important on the inside big. And then you're going to have a 99 defensive rebound. It's just very important to have as high rebounding on the inside as well. So yeah, we have that 99. That's going to allow you to have Hall of Fame rebound chaser and Hall of Fame pogo stick and Hall of Fame box out beast. Now, when it comes to the takeovers, you end up with rim, glass, and post score take. It would be amazing if you did have the option of slasher, but you don't. And yeah, you do go with these 2 takeovers. That's what I would go with. The build comes out as. When I was making these insides, I'm telling y'all, I was getting some crazy, like, similitudes every single time. Like, look at it. Wilt, Chamberlain, Clint Capella, and Rudy Gobert. Maybe I got Wilt, maybe I got Giannis, but every single time he was giving me a really, really crazy big man for these inside big. But yeah, that's in my opinion the best inside 6'11". Let's hop into the last two on the list. So 6'11", 236, and 7'8" wingspan. Body type is up to you. So when I make my outsides, I want my outsides to be able to play inside. Now, when I'm playing inside, I don't want to do no layups. So you're not going to see me putting up close shot. You're not going to see me putting up driving layup unless it's literally an inside big, and I have to depend on that. But if I'm playing inside, I want dunk. So I'm going to be having an 86 driving dunk so I can have limitless takeoff and be able to get my area wizard as high as possible. And I'm going to have a 90 stamina standing dunk so I can be able to do standing dunks at the highest rate possible and get gold rise up. Now, you are going to have to add more badges to finishing. I just want to make sure that's known. Now, when it comes to shooting, you have this 82 3 ball. Usually I do go for the 83 so you can get that blinders to silver, but didn't force it. We just went 82, and that's going to allow you to have badges like Green Machine, Gold, and pretty much everything else you see on the screen, either silver, gold, or Hall of Fame. And yeah, the tier 3 badge I would most likely core is going to be limitless range, but if you can, or if you want to put up more badges to be able to put on like Deadeye and stuff like that, you definitely could do that. But another thing that's cool about the 6'11", you get blinders as a tier 2. Now when it comes to the playmaker, you have a 76 pass accuracy. That's going to be to get like badges like break starter gold, and then you have a 50 ball handle to be able to have vice grip, which is extremely important on big man builds. Now you have a 90 interior defense with a 73 perimeter defense and a 76 steal with a 93 block and a 93 defensive rebound. Now we're going to be playing more outside, so we don't have the highest offensive rebound, but since we do have such a high standing dunk and a high driving dunk, I tried to make sure to get this up as high as possible. Now we have a 75 speed, which is pretty much the max you can get with this weight. We have a 60 acceleration because that's not of the most important. That's just, it has to be 15 off of the speed. And you have an 86 strength just so you can be able to have brick wall, gold, bat down punisher, gold, and that type of stuff. And then you have an 87 vertical, which is probably the most underrated attribute for a big man build. That's going to enhance that block rating, enhance that rebound rating to get better animations and just get more blocks and rebounds in general. And then you have a 90 stamina. Now I wanted to go max wingspan, but if I went max wingspan, I wouldn't have that 82 3 ball, so that just is what it is. Takeovers wise, you end up with sharp rim glass. If you could have got locked, that would have been crazy because that is the only way you can get clamps on this particular build. Now the reason why we are going to make another build is because when it comes to getting enough playmaking, you're going to be able to use break starter, you're going to be able to use vice grip. But badges like needle threader that are really, really good to have on a big man, it's going to be a tier 3, and you see we only have 9. And I'm not adding badges to playmaking on a big man. So that's really the only real hole to this outside. But yeah, I am going to go with limitless range and paint intimidation. Let's show you guys what the build comes out as real quick. So, and the build comes out as similar to shades of Nicholas Claxton, Walker Kessler, Marcus Camby, and the build comes out as a two-way inside-out scorer. Now, me personally, I'm more of a shooting big at outside. But for the people that do want to make insides, I'm going to give you the option for both. So pretty much, you're going to make it 6'11", 238, 7'9". Now, when it comes to this, when it comes to me making my outsides, you're not going to really have as much creatability for you. When you're making an inside, in my opinion, I think you should need that a little bit more, and you're going to have a little bit higher finishing stats. So, if you're making it inside, again, you're going to have that 90 interior, 93 block, but now you're going to have a 99 defensive rebound, you're going to have a 90 offensive rebound, an even higher steal rating, but still max perimeter defense and steal. Now, speed gonna be pretty much the same. You not have a max acceleration, pretty much gonna have the same strength, a little bit lower vertical, and then again a 90 or a 95 stamina. Now, finishing wise, you're gonna have a 93 driving dunk, same close shot, but 73 layup, and that's really based off the driving dunk. But yeah, then you're gonna have an 85 standing up, which is even higher than the last one. And still, when it comes to these badges, you're still gonna have these in the same tier. So now you're gonna be able to have gold posterizer, tier 2 steal. Area Wizard Hall of Fame, tier 2 steal. Limitless Takeoff Gold, tier 1 steal. Slippery Gold, tier 1 steal. So yeah, pretty much still all that stuff. Rise Up is still gonna be silver and stuff like that. But yeah, now you're gonna have ball handle and speed of ball. So if you want to make that the inside instead of the outside, that's really on you. Takeovers options though, you get playmaker, rim, and glass. I'm gonna show you guys the name for the people that do want to make it to see what name you get and stuff like that. But I just tried to make it. I didn't go for the names when I make these builds. I just go to make it as good as possible for my playstyle. If you want to change anything, like I said, do that. It's just a template, and the build comes out as a paint beast. So yeah, so let's hop into it. So we're gonna be center, handed numbers up to you. It is a big man build. So we went for, when I was making this build, I went for more of like a Giannis type build. So I'm able to pretty much create for myself. I'm gonna be able to pass to others. I'm gonna be able to rebound. I'm gonna be able to play great interior defense. I'm gonna be able to have good dunk ability, good lay. I'm gonna be able to do everything I really want to do on a Giannis type build. So yeah, 6'10", 7'8" wingspan. Weight is really up to you, and body type is up to you. Now I tried the 6'11". I tell you all the time, 6'11" is nasty, but I was able to just get a little bit more for some reason with the 6'11", even though or the 6'10" instead of 6'11", even though the 6'11" does get like better tiers and stuff like that. But it just felt like I like this one more. I don't know. But yeah, body type is up to you. Now, when it comes to the build, you're going to be 20 finishing, 0 shooting, 17 playmaking, and 28 defensive. Now, badge count is not what I'm talking about when I'm saying I'm able to get a little bit more. I'm just saying attributes top to bottom. Now, you're going to be able to get similar attributes, but it's just going to be a little bit more to my liking is what I say. So some people may like the 6'11", but I'll tell you right now, on the 6'11", you're not going to have an 80 ball handle. That's just not happening. 6'11", you're not having a 70 speed ball. That's not happening. 75 acceleration. That's just not happening. Now, there's some things that I didn't really go too crazy on that I usually do on big man builds, like an 80 strength. I usually get at least minimum 86 strength so I can be able to have gold brick wall, but I haven't had an issue with just gold or silver brick wall or silver bat down punisher. And I'm gonna be honest, I haven't even got to the point where I can even use silver or either one of those. So yeah, I haven't had no issue really at all with that. Now, the thing that really sets this build apart from a lot of builds that you're gonna go against is the 90 vertical with the 6'10" and the max wingspan. Very, very wild. You're gonna get some crazy block animations, you're gonna get some crazy rebound animations, and you're gonna get some crazy dunk and layup animations. Now, let's get into it. Finishing wise, I tell you all the time, I'm not really trying to do lays. Now, the only reason I did put my driving layup up because I've been working on a build where it has 99 layup, and I put my layup up because I'm testing out the 99 layup draw foul stuff. So that's gonna be coming soon. But for this one, we went 88 layup so that when we do get a layup, we are able to make it, but also we can get better out with a foul. So 88 driving layup is gonna be 88 draw foul. Now 96 driving dunk, that's literally strictly there so we can have Hall of Fame limitless takeoff. Now some people are gonna be like, but it's a big man build. But yeah, it is a big man build. If you don't care about having that high, just go like this, and then you can go 90, and now you're able to have gold posterizer, steel, and gold riser. Because with a 96, you're not gonna have both. So you're gonna have a mix of whatever you want to do on this build. Whether you want to have that 86 standing dunk, I just put it to 86 to get it as high as possible with a 96 driving dunk, so I can be able to have Hall of Fame limitless takeoff. But if you don't care about the Hall of Fame limitless takeoff, you really more so want the rise up gold, because you will have the contact dunks. If you do have 90 standing dunk, you'll have pretty much the elite and the pro. So you can do this if you want to have that. But if you only go with the 86, you're only gonna have the pro. So I just want to make sure that's known. So yeah, I did go 86 with a 96, but if you do want to have the 90, so you can have gold rise up and the elite contact dunks for the big men, for sure, by all means, go with a 90 standing dunk with a 93 driving dunk. It's gonna be just as good. It's just you're not gonna have Hall of Fame limitless takeoff. That's what I'm saying. And I do a lot of standing dunks on this build, regardless of having, you know what I'm saying, the 86 or 90 standing dunk. But I will say you will do a lot more with gold rise up, and you'll get a lot more content dunks with gold rise up. Now, shooting wise, I honestly wanted to have a little bit of mid range, but it is what it is. 37, I lowered that, is based off the free throw. I just tried to get my free throw as high as possible for 5v5. I'm just fine with 62, so that's just what I have. But yeah, you really just an inside. Now, when it comes to being inside, I tell you all the time, you want to be able to have more creativity. So no matter what on your big man, I think the minimum pass accuracy you should have is a 76. So you're going to see this on the inside and the outside 76. But when it comes to ball handle, which is very important, you want to be able to create for yourself. So you got to be able to dribble. So you're going to want speed of ball, and you're going to want acceleration. These are three things that you're not going to really see from me on the outside. That's just that simple, because you just have to have more creative ability, because you just sit in the paint is not going to be great. So you got to be able to find ways to help your team besides just sitting in the paint, whether that's setting screens or just creating for yourself or creating for others by dribbling and getting people open. But yeah, and then like I say all the time, you're going to have 90 interior defense, 93 block, 93 defensive rebound. Those are just the autos. Now, one thing I thought about doing on this build, I'll lower this. I thought about going 94 so I can have Hall of Fame box out beats, but I've been pretty straight with just a 90 with a 93 and having gold box out beats. I've been swimming box outs like crazy, so I would say it's not that big of a deal. Offensive rebound is a little low. That's one of the biggest hits for me, because I always tell y'all want to have a high offensive rebound if you are inside, but it just was kind of tough to have a crazy high offensive rebound, a crazy high perimeter defense, a crazy high steal. These are things I always say that you want to have even if you're a big man build, because it is going to help you be a little bit more versatile and stuff like that, especially offensive rebound on the inside. But it just was kind of tough to have everything else and the minimums that I wanted to have for interior defense, block, and rebound, and still be able to have a crazy offensive rebound, a good steal, a good perimeter defense. The minimum steal I was going to go with 78, so I can be able to have silver interceptor. So we did have to take a little bit of hit on perimeter defense and offensive rebound. If you feel like you don't need that silver interceptor, you can by all means just go higher on offensive rebound or perimeter defense. But yeah, you're not gonna have clamps, so I think having perimeter defense as high as possible is just at a whole nother rate. It's just way more important because you're just not gonna be able to get the crazy bumps that you would have with a clamps. So that's just another thing that's really important to me. Now, I already went over all the physicals, but yeah, 79 speed, one off of what I really like to get it to, and yeah. Now, takeovers wise, you end up with slasher, playmaker, rim, and glass. I ended up going with finishing moves as my slasher takeover. I tell you all the time, slasher has like probably the best plus 10s in the game, but also I would argue it's the best slasher takeover when it comes to plus 10s for big men. But also in the back end, you're gonna have paint intimidation. Now you could go with a glass, you could go with stuff blocks, but that's just what I ended up going with for my combination. Now when the build comes out as, similar to shades of Bill Russell, Robert Williams, and Clint Capella. If you made it at power forward, I'm pretty sure you would get Giannis. Giannis doesn't play center, so you're not gonna get Giannis, but it does come out as a two-way interior finisher. We gonna be a lot crazier overall defensively, and we still gonna be able to get as many of the playmaking as possible. Now, it's gonna be a little weird when it comes to how many you get for the finishing, but I made sure it was just right all around. So let's hop into it. So when it comes to the build, you're gonna be center, handed numbers up to you. You're gonna be 6'9", 226, 7'7", and body types up to you. Now again, didn't want too crazy of a close shot, didn't need too crazy of a driving layup, but I did get those up to be able to get as many finishing as possible. Now, with this exact finishing, all you need is 2 more. If you go anything beyond 2 more, you don't need it. You literally don't need it. So yeah, 2 more is perfect, and then you just gonna core posterizer. Now, depending on you, what you rather, do you rather posterize or do you rather rise up? That's gonna be on you. Now, if you want to use both of these, then yeah, you may need more, but I don't think you're gonna need more. You really just gonna need these 2 badges. Anything in this, you're not gonna necessarily need unless you want to use back down, unless you want to use dream shake. But yeah, you can core posterizer and just use rise up and just use these 2, and that would be your 16. But if you want to use anything else, you probably will have to add more badges, like fearless finisher and stuff like that. You probably will have to add more badges. But you are gonna have an 86 driving dunk again to have limitless takeoff, gold, and you got an 80 standing dunk to have silver rise up instead of the 90 to have gold rise up. But yeah, you're still gonna have the silver posterizer. Now, when it comes to the 3-ball, same thing, same badges all around. The only thing is blindness is now at tier 3, Asian 3 is now at tier 2. Kind of crazy that the 611 has better tiers for this finishing and the shooting. Now, when it comes to the playmaking, the biggest difference is, yeah, you don't get as many badges, but you are going to be able to use, if you want to use vice grip, needle threader, and break starter all on this build, you easily could do that, and you'll still have a badge left over whenever you are able to core needle threader. So I just want to make sure that's known. But the craziest part about this build is the defense. Now, the rebounding is not as high as the last one because we don't have nearly as high of a standing up. We only put it to an 80. I think 80 is just in that tier that if you're wide open and want to do a stand up, you can do it, but also you can do it in traffic sometimes. 90 is you can do it in traffic very, very consistently. 90 and up is, I feel like you can do it very consistently in traffic. 80, you kind of pushing it, doing it in traffic consistently, but you can do it in traffic. It is possible in the right hands, but you really just putting that up so that you don't ever miss whenever somebody's just trying to block you and stuff like that. So yeah, this is kind of more of like a pick and roll build that can like pretty much catch lobs, but if you want to do standing ups, you also can, pretty much. The other one, you can do pick and roll and catch lobs, but you can also be dominant as just like a standing up person, I guess you could say. So the 53 offensive rebound is really because you're outside, but you're also not going to be on as much in the inside as the last one. It was just harder to put up on this one because you get so much on defense. You're getting a 90 interior defense. That's the minimum I would have on a center build. A 93 defensive rebound and block. I tell y'all, this is the minimums I always put on my big man builds. Now, when it comes to the perimeter defense and steal, much higher than the last build. Perimeter defense at an 86, that's going to allow you to have badges like clamps that you would not be able to have on any build taller than this. 90 steal, you'll never be able to have this on any build taller than this. That's going to allow you to have gold interceptor and silver glove. Really good. You could really even call this a lockdown build. And then when it comes to the speed, you're gonna have an 80 speed, which is really good for a big man build. 66 acceleration because of that printed defense, and then an 86 strength again with a 90 vertical. So you're in that 90 threshold to make it that much easier to get blocks and rebounds, and you have a 90 stamina. Top to bottom, I think the only hole you could really say is the close shot and layup, but besides that, it's a dubs. Now when it comes to like I said on the other one though, if you want to put that up, I would personally only put that up higher if I'm making it inside. But if you want to put that up, you could obviously lower the driving dunk and standing dunk. Maybe you only need an 80 driving dunk, and then you can go, you know what I'm saying, you can do that. So yeah. Now when it comes to the takeovers though, you're gonna end up with limitless range, lockdown, rim. You don't get glass. You don't get glass on this, but I wouldn't even be using that probably, to be honest. Me personally, I'll probably be using paint intimidation or stuff blocks, or even go with one of these. So yeah, that's just me. If you feel like you want glass, you're gonna probably need that offensive rebound to be higher. That just is what it is. And the build comes as similar to shades of Nicholas Claxton, Alonzo Mourning, Miles Turner, and the build comes as a two-way inside out scorer. All right, so like I promised, I told y'all boys we're gonna be giving y'all pretty much the 6 for 9. Now for the 6 for 9, didn't really want to change the height, or not the height, but the position, because I already made it and it was at power forward. But it's not a big deal. So power forward, you can make it at center. It doesn't really matter. Whatever height you want or position you want to go. Height though, we did go 6 for 9, 230 on the weight, and 7 for 7 wingspan. Body type is completely up to you. Now when it comes to the finishing, you're gonna go with, like I said earlier, you're gonna have higher finishing and you're gonna have higher ball handle and speed of ball when you are making these inside big men in comparison to the shooting. The shooting gonna have a little bit more like versatility as a role player, and the insides are gonna have a little bit more versatility as creation for themselves. And you're gonna be able to create a little bit better for others because you can create for yourself. But yeah, 17 finishing, you're gonna have a 93 driving dunk with the same standing dunk and a 80 layup. So yeah, then you have pretty much the same pass accuracy, but instead of a 50, you have an 87 ball handle. That's a huge jump. And a 70 speed with ball. That's gonna allow you to pretty much have gold vice grip, gold clamp breaker, gold unpluckable, silver needle threader. Still pretty much all the same passing badges, but you still now have gold quick first step. And then when it comes to the defensive rebounding, pretty much the exact same stats, except now the biggest difference is you're gonna have a 90 steal. What does that allow you to have? Gold interceptor. Now you're gonna have an 80 offensive rebound. That's gonna be a big difference on getting offensive boards. Not that crazy, but it's still gonna be a difference. I'm just saying that. Now, physicals wise, I want to get the speed as high as possible, but that's only a 78. 71 acceleration, that just was, I tried to get that both of these as high as possible because we do now have like playmaking ability and stuff like that. So yeah, and then 86 strength again to be able to have gold like brick wall, 90 vertical again because that's like the minimum I want to have on my big man builds. And then again, I don't know why I went 91, but I'm pretty sure if I went like that, it's not gonna make the biggest deal or anything. But I probably do need a little bit more free throw, I'm gonna be honest. And yeah, that's pretty much the build. And the build comes out as, I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't really matter, but we're gonna go over the takeaways real quick. Playmaker, lockdown, rim, and glass. Like I said, you really kind of wish you had slasher because you do get the most +8s and stuff like that, especially on this build. You would have like speed of ball handle, all that type of stuff as a +8 would be crazy. I'll be honest. And when I was doing like the inside bigs, they was giving me like a crazy inside big. Like one build had Giannis, one build had Anthony Davis, one build had Wilt Chamberlain, and then when it came to like going for like the best one, it gave me Draymond Green. Crazy. I ain't gonna lie, it kind of blew me. But yeah, it is what it is. That's the inside big man. Come out as a two-way glass cleaning slasher, which is a really good name, I ain't gonna lie. And yeah, that's the inside big for the 6'9". But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys want more videos like this, just make sure to show the support by liking and subscribing. I've been going crazy on the streams lately on the backup channel, so all you gotta do, if you wanna be in tune to those, just make sure to go follow me down in the description. Click those links. Make sure you follow me on Kick. Make sure you follow me on Twitch. You can join the Discord if you want to be more connected with me in all those type of situations. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. If you guys want more, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Make sure you go down and look at all of my backup channels and see if you mess with any of that stuff. I got a channel for pretty much anything: NBA, music, NFL. It don't matter. Just go and look and see if you like any of this stuff. Make sure you subscribe to what you like, and you ain't even got to subscribe to nothing else. But that's going to be pretty much it for today. If you guys want more, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. Share this video to anybody that will help. All that good stuff out the way, though. It's your boy Fitz. Out the build.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!
So I was checking my analytics, Even with 100K, we still have 80% of you guys not subscribed. I don't know what else I gotta do. Now, if you guys want to get more in touch with me, you can join the Discord. But how you watching my videos and not subscribe? Subscribe! It's that simple.